Hello all and welcome to Success EduTech. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and kindly subscribe the channel. Please press the bell icon to get more notifications on videos. Myself is Manjini Kashyap. I have a master's in science and with a teaching experience of more than 5 years. I will teach you class 8 science CBSE board through NCERT books. The second chapter we are covering the microorganisms friend and foe. I have already covered different topics of this chapter in my previous 10 videos. The link of my previous videos are given in the description box. Kindly go through it. The topics which I have covered are microorganisms and classification. Where do microorganisms live? Making of curd and bread, use of microorganisms in bakery, commercial use of microorganisms, fermentation, medicinal use of microorganisms, antibiotics, vaccine, increasing soil fertility and cleaning of the environment. In today's video, I am covering the topic of harmful microorganisms in which we will see diseases of plants, animals and humans. Okay, so let's go through the chapter to discuss today's topic. Now, how the communicable diseases spread by food and water is the there are some insects and animals which act as carriers of disease. So the disease, when it is spread by insects or by animals, these insects or animals are the role of these insects or animals is carrying the disease. They carry the disease. That's why they are called carriers or the vectors. So one example of vector or carrier is housefly. Housefly, the fly, is one such example of a carrier. How it is a carrier? The fly sits on the garbage and animal excreta. We all know that housefly sits on the foul. We all know that housefly sits on the garbage or the human animal excreta. So when it sits on these things, the pathogens or the disease causing microorganisms which are present in the garbage or in the excreta, they stick on the body of this housefly. And when this housefly again sits on food, and when it sits on food, if the food is uncovered, this housefly sits on the food and it it transfers the pathogens from the garbage to the food. And if we eat this type of uncovered food, the pathogens enter in our body by this food. So in this way the disease spreads by the means of food. Okay, so it is advisable to always keep food covered. Avoid consuming uncovered items of food or food of the road food. That's why we should always avoid road food, and especially in the season of monsoon, because it can cause disease. Another example of a carrier is the female Anopheles mosquito. First example of carrier we knew, that housefly, and the second example of carrier is female mosquito Anopheles. The figure of Anopheles is given in the figure number 2.8. So which Anopheles is carrier? Female, not male. Okay, so this how it is carrier, which the female Anopheles mosquito carries the parasite of malaria. The parasite of malaria is plasmodium. It is a plasmodium. Okay, plasmodium is present in the saliva of the female Anopheles, and when this female Anopheles bites a healthy person, this plasmodium uh, enters into this healthy person and the disease is caused. Female Aedes mosquito acts as a carrier of dengue virus. In the same way, Aedes mosquito is the carrier of dengue virus. So students, you have to learn the Which animals are or which insects are carriers? The first carrier is housefly and the second carrier is mosquito. Which mosquito? Anopheles mosquito and Aedes mosquito. How can we control the spread of malaria or dengue? So we have to control the mosquitoes and the breeding of mosquito. In that way, we can control malaria and dengue also. Here Paheli is asking, why does the teacher keep telling us not to let water collect anywhere in the neighborhood? The answer is all mosquitoes breed in water. So to control malaria or to control dengue, we have to control the population of mosquitoes. And how we can control the population of mosquitoes? By controlling their breeding. So the mosquitoes breed in water. Hence, we should not allow to collect water anywhere in in coolers, in tires, in flower pots, in buckets, anywhere where the rainwater collects. We should avoid collecting the rainwater in stagnant condition. When the rainwater or the water is in running condition, the mosquito does not breed there. But if water is collected somewhere and it is in stagnant position, the mosquito breeds in it and lays lays eggs. By keeping the surroundings clean and dry, we can prevent mosquito from breeding. Try to make a list of measures which help to avoid the spread of malaria. So this you can do on your own. You can think and count the different things by which we can prevent the spread of malaria. We can also use mosquito nets, and we can clean our environment. We can avoid the collection of water. We can use mosquito repellents. In such way, we can control the spread of malaria.
So students, the topic which I will cover in my next video will be some common diseases caused by microorganisms, animal diseases and plant diseases caused by microorganisms. The different slides of the next video are given. So I will cover it in these topics in next videos. Continue watching.